Hello, my viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. New subscribers, welcome. Returning subscribers, welcome back. Guys, in this video, you are going to hear from one of the lawyers who is defending Vybez Kartel. We have always heard from Isaac Buchanan, but this time we're going to hear from, I think she's the lone female attorney on Team Kartel. We have not heard from her before, and she said some pretty interesting things in this interview. I want you guys to take special note of when she was asked why, of all the options the Privy Council had, they did not choose to just acquit and let Kartel and his co-accused go free. Have a listen, guys.
Hope that they would have been reunited with their families yesterday. That did not happen, but we still consider the outcome a win because now they do not have that conviction against their names anymore.
Quashed means it's like you
like it never happened.
Like it never happened.
They
then
have no
why
records.
was it sent back to our appeal court then? Why did they not just say no conviction, they're free?
Well, that was one of the things that was argued before the Privy Council by both sides, whether or not there should be a retrial. Well, the council has decided that they have sent it back for the Court of Appeal to make that determination. But I believe that much guidance can be gleaned from the judgment itself and the spirit of the Privy Council in how they dealt with the matter as to their opinion as it relates to the retrial.
By the way, did they have the authority to say free him? No? Did they have that authority, or it had to be done by our local court?
That was one of the things that was within their powers.
To say free him now?
Right.
Yeah, guys, so I'm glad that question was asked because a lot of people are very interested to find out why they didn't just go ahead and free him.
Why do you think they didn't go that route? I mean, obviously, you can't really speculate. You're not in their
Exactly.
heads, but
One of the things is that there are lots of issues, I believe, that were to be considered that they decided not to delve into. So that might be one of the things that they wanted to consider afresh here.
Is it possible that, and again, as Simone said, you may not know this, but is it possible that they're saying, well, we're not saying that he's not guilty. We are saying that something didn't go right in the trial, and because of that, go back and look again. Is that plausible?
Well, that is not what I was understanding from the judgment. That's not my understanding. That's not my understanding of what they were saying.
Mm-hmm. And your understanding would be
that this thing that was done to them was injustice, and we have a chance here to make things right.
Mm-hmm. And so you watched
our own courts.
You watched yesterday. You say you weren't nervous, but you were anxious. Talk to me about that distinction. Is it that you just felt within yourself that it would go the way you thought?
We were very optimistic that things would have gone the way that they did.
Mm-hmm. And so your reaction out of it is, do you think justice has been served, or do you think it was just short of being served, given what has now been lobbed back to us?
No, it still is justice. It still is justice. It's still a win. It's still something that is appreciated.
So going forward, Alessandro, what are your next steps?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the next step is to apply for bail for the accused men.
There are legal options coming out of this situation.
Well, it is within the realm of possibilities that they might decide to take the route of taking action against the state for what has been done to them. But I cannot, in any good conscience, speak to that without having had an opportunity to discuss the matter with the
We're just talking
women.
about possibilities, what's on the table, not necessarily not what's going to be done. Obviously, we would not be able to speak to that.
Right.
But just the scope of possibilities that exist. That is one of them.
That is one of them.
As well as they could decide if they do walk free to just walk free.
Exactly. They could just decide, listen, we have gotten our day, we have been vindicated by the highest court in our land, and all is well. And they move forward and go on to excel and thrive.
Back to the bail application. When it happens, is it, if they say yes, it's an immediate thing? So if you go court Monday and you say, well,
there is a procedure. There are certain things that have to be done, and it depends on whether or not there are any conditions and any stipulations that the court may wish to make. But it is possible that if the bail application is made in the usual course of any bail application, that they could get bail and go home the same day. It depends on certain things being done by persons who wish to assist them in getting the bail done. It is that they said that there's a retrial and then it's the Supreme Court that would set the date.
And the basis of a retrial would be what? After the Privy Council say they are no longer convicts, the basic basis of a retrial would be what?
That's a very good question.
Ha!
That you're not going to answer.
No, I'm saying I am not seeing the basis of a retrial. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Given the effluxation of time,
The who for
the state of the evidence,
Effluxation.
Okay.
and the state of the evidence, I'm not seeing, and the
No
cost
grounds.
to the
You're saying you
state.
see no grounds.
That is our argument. That was our argument before the Privy Council, and we maintain that position now that we don't believe our retrial would be in the best interest of justice.
Gotcha. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, Alessandro, what is the key takeaway for the justice system in Jamaica from this case?
How is Mr. Palmer? Medically, physically, how is he?
As you would have indicated, and as is public knowledge, he is unwell. He's hanging in there, but his medical state still looms over him, and so we would want to get him medical assistance that he needs as soon as is possible.
Okay, I have one more question. I know the lawyers don't like to be the story, but having worked on this case, I mean, what has it been like for you? This is huge on your resume.
It is huge, and I am grateful to Mr. Buchanan for bringing me into the matter and to Mr. Palmer for having the confidence in not only Mr. Buchanan, but also myself.
So yeah, guys, it's indeed a landmark case. And of course, everybody who participated in Kartel'S defense, they'll be remembered forever. But, there are a lot of moving parts to this case. And thankfully, there's a lot of clarity being brought since the announcement of the Privy Council's decision. When we learned that Kartel'S case was going to go to the Privy Council, most people who are not legal experts thought that it was either going to be acquittal or, upholding Jamaica's decision. Most people did not consider the other options that the Privy Council had. And certainly, most people did not expect them to make this decision to say, go back to the appeal court, we're not going to make any decision on this, and that's basically the outcome. So, like the legal experts have explained the last couple of days, nobody really feels that the Jamaica appeals court is going to decide to do a retrial because of cost, because of time, because you're not sure if the same people are going to come back to testify. All these variables, they're just so stacked against the Jamaica justice system that it would be in everybody's interest for them to just allow the men to get bail and just be over with it, I guess, But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks, months, and maybe even years. I believe that they're going to get bail soon. But after that, we're not going to hear much more about it. That's my view on it. But I hope that this upload gives, you guys a better understanding of what happened in the Privy Council and why the decision by the Privy Council was to not do anything about it, but send it back to Jamaica, And I want to know what you guys think, Vybez Kartel and his co-accused are feeling, I'm sure that they too expected an acquittal, which did not happen, but they got some satisfaction out of the whole thing, and I just rely on them alone. Because now they can apply for bail, which, they were not allowed to do before as they were facing, their conviction and their sentencing. So Very interesting case, guys. This one is going to be used in law school for many, many years to come. And it's going to set a precedent going forward. Anyway, guys, keep it locked here to Jamaica Politics Uncovered for all your political news, reviews, and updates. This cartel case, there's a lot of politics at play too. You know, the DPP and the judge, who's now retired, came under some scrutiny. And indeed, the justice system at large. Have yourselves a good day. Until next time.